Sound checked, worked out. Fuck it, we're doing it. All right, let me get over here. Do something fancy for the last one of the month. All right, 30 days, carnivore challenge. Lost 20 pounds. Feeling pretty good overall. My sleep is getting weird. I think I need 8 hours now. I've been waking up 6 hours. No matter, I'm probably fuck with the audio swinging this around, but I can do 6 hours. I wake up whether I like to or fucking not. I got no choice in it. But like today, well, pretty much every day for the last week, I've been going right back, eating something, doing something, going right back to sleep, waking up, and I'm still late for work, even though I'm 3 minutes away from my clock-in, like walking to it. I don't know if that's physiological in that, energy levels are fucked up and I need to do something about that with my intake, or is it just I'm severely demoralized and want to be fired? I don't know. But I am trying to up my fat intake now because I am sitting at 300, just flat, occasionally 301, 302, we call it 300. You know how the game goes. And it's just not doing anything. And I have been eating 3 times a day because I'm hungry 3 times in a day. Except today, I skipped breakfast. I am hungry. I got to do something about that. But, yeah, see, a little bit of protest there. But obviously I'm going to keep doing this tomorrow. I mean, I've had a pint of ice cream sitting in my freezer because a friend brought it over. And it's one of those super premium kinds, which is just a few ingredients: eggs, milk, cream, sugar, and vanilla. And so I trust it insofar, yeah, it's still sugar. Sugar's bad, but it's not a lot of bullshit. Might have some of that, or I might just be thirsty right now, and I'm craving ice cream because, there's water in it. But I'm going to just keep on keeping on like this. I'll keep making videos. But one thing, I guess, because I've been, putting hashtag EdicAugust7 on each video, I might as well explain what that is. So it's 7 years ago now. I just turned 30, or was on the brink of turning 30. I can't remember. Etika, famous streaming personality, he was 29. He had a breakdown. He was apologizing because he couldn't really take off. He was getting demonetized left, right, and center when that was the big thing. He couldn't really take off, couldn't support his struggling mother. I didn't watch a lot of his stuff, but I did see the videos where he was talking about living and streaming with his mom because they moved in together because they had to. But he still wanted to be a positive force in the world. And then I saw the video, basically his rambling suicide note. And I also remember seeing, it's probably been long since pulled, but the local news from New York City the day or two later when they pulled his pale, bloated corpse out of the water. And that really got me thinking, that on top of, it was a Twitch ruling. I don't know if it's still the case, but they officially allowed breastfeeding on streams. And normally, breastfeeding is a normal thing. It's part of the human experience, part of it. It's natural. I get that. I am personally okay with breastfeeding, but I know that ruling was not made in good faith on Twitch's part because Twitch is a softcore pornography site for children. That's where a lot of the money seems to be coming from. And then there's Kick, which is basically just fucking snuff films by apparently snuff streaming. It's weird shit. I don't like the internet. But, that's the moral of it. I decided to, because this was right at the end of Evo, which back then was at the end of July. I figured for the August, I was going to just cut myself off from the whole internet. The suicide and the breastfeeding, I just couldn't. It was too much at once. I just unplugged, and I did that in honor of Etika. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to get away from the online world because the internet I grew up with, the world I grew up with, it was dead for a long time, but seeing what happened seeing Etika just kind of confirmed it for me. That made me realize it. And so every August now, for the last 7 years, I've been trying to do some kind of challenge, some kind of growth experiment in order to, honor what he was. And I figure I'll do it for at least 10 years, and it'll be etiquette 10. I don't know. But, like when I'm turning 40 or 41, I don't know. But, that's what this was. I just get in the habit of making videos. I've been, throughout this whole month, I have been looking at my life and deciding what I wanted to do with it and how I'm living, like where I'm going. And I'm going to start taking measures, in that direction, like in accordance with what my realizations. Like one thing, I'm going to start preparing to hike the Appalachian Trail if and when I get fired from the job that lets me have all this. And I'll be giving up pretty much all of this to do it. So that'll be something. And I'll start documenting stuff like that. I want to start getting, making rants and stuff, getting used to talking, looking at a camera. And so that was my growth challenge this year. So rest in peace, Joycon Boy, in that respect. You meant something. You meant something to somebody, I can tell you that much. But yeah, as far as Carnivore goes, I've always been battling the urge to eat more. Like, Anthony Chafee, he always says, eat meat until it stops tasting good. I can put down 5 pounds and keep going. And I can't afford that. And two, it just feels wrong. But, that's usually that in every fucking scripture there is. It's usually what feels wrong is exactly the right thing to do because your own intuition is designed against you. So who knows? Maybe I should just throw on this other chuck roast I got and just house the whole fucking thing. That'll be my breakfast. That'll be my meal of the day, meal of the afternoon, and then then the fat content. Like I said, I've started saving the fat from the 73 lean burger that I get from Aldi. I just like it. It's cheap. It's the cheapest and it's my favorite flavor. And I'm just eating the fat. Like I'm taking the drippings, mixing it together so it has the flavor, and I'm just taking spoons full of that shit. And it's something, I guess. I don't immediately have horrible diarrhea. It doesn't run entirely through me, so I'm not using up all my bile when I eat that amount of fat. So that says something for sure. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. I've got some Wendy's coupons, which I'm probably not going to use because most prepared food in this world is poison. Most of the industrial world is poison. Ted Kaczynski did nothing wrong. But yeah, there's nothing really to report in that, and I'll probably start doing some fitness videos. Because just to be progress. Because a lot, like people like Chafee, like Dr. Baker, they you see the after effects with them. And, granted, they're fucking wonderful looking men, but I want to document, like the ground beef chief, like, the progress and make it look real for somebody else. That'll be the service. Like, hey, I'm actually doing this. I'm not eating liver and bull testicles, and I'm not taking steroids, and it's going to be slow, and I'm going to be ugly as shit for a good while, like I am now, but it's something, and it's some kind of service I can provide to people. And that's the short and long of it, isn't it? I've said that a lot at the first video too. But yeah, so that's the 30-day carnivore challenge. I ain't dead. What were my cheats? I did communion. I'm going to say a total of about 8 to 12 pounds of sausage, and that had spices in it. I had a Costco rack of ribs. That had some sugar in it, along with some spices, so there's a violation there. What else? I think I had a spiced chicken. I think I did that once. Those are my cheats. And then cheese, but depending on who you ask, cheese doesn't count in that respect. But since I do the B3E typically, I guess it doesn't count, so I have my own rules. I'm going to go get some pork shoulder, though, because that's my favorite cut. It doesn't turn into jerky by looking at it too hard. But yeah, so I'm B3E-ish. I'm a step below that typically. But yeah, this isn't really hard. The temptation is long since gone. And yeah, I guess my last thing, if you want something sweet, if you start thinking about things like ice cream or soda, you're probably just thirsty. You can quench that desire by just drinking. Like if ice cream for me, like if I start really craving ice cream in particular, I just get cold water because my body is too hot. It wants something. It wants to cool down and it wants to moisturize or hydrate, and so I just give it that. It just manifests that desire as ice cream, and then also you could just eat some fat too if you're still craving it after that. My big tip is if you're hungry in your mouth and you feel it in your mouth, you're thirsty. If you're hungry and you feel it in your stomach, you're actually hungry. Like right now, I'm feeling it in my mouth and my stomach, so I'm thirsty and hungry. I'm fucked up right now. It's noon. I've been up since 4, although I did, like I said, took a nap, so I woke up at 10. But I'm a hungry boy. I'm a hungry bitch. And I'm going to go take care of that and take care of my neighbor's cats. So that was August. That was Eddic August 7th. That was a 30-day carnivore challenge. It was really boring, but really easy. That's the big takeaway. It wasn't hard. Once I really accepted that I'm going to do something that means something, it was a fucking cakewalk. Choice of words. It's a matter of just making the choice. And the thing is, just like how they say with like the right-wing rabbit holes and all that, once you make one decision that means something, you start thinking, hey, I can make other decisions that mean something. And you just go on, and it's a different cascading effect. And that happens with any choice you make in your life. So consider that, which you're falling down one hole or another no matter what you do. So pick which one it is, or it'll be picked for you. That's my sign off for this video, this challenge. I'll see you next week. I might just make weekend videos. Why not? Like, who's fucking stopping me? And don't forget to look both ways before tipping your waitress, and have a happy Labor Day. I hear that's coming up.